The question today comes from a 58-year-old male in Tallahassee, Florida, who's getting ready to have coronary artery bypass surgery next month. And he wants to know how long will he be in the hospital, and then once he's out of the hospital, how soon can he start to resume normal activities? In other words, driving, working, as well as personal things like sexual intercourse. First of all, let me just say that I hope that this stress from the recent demise of the Florida State football program hasn't led to your coronary disease. Just kidding, of course. But in all seriousness, you can probably expect to be in the hospital. It varies from surgeon to surgeon, but probably around 7 days. That's about the national average. Some people go home sooner, some people go home later. It all depends on several factors, how you're doing after the operation from a medical standpoint, and then how you feel from a personal standpoint. I tell my patients all the time it's a two-way street, and I'll let them know when I think it's medically safe for them to go home, but then they have to tell me at the same time when they're ready to go home, because it truly is a team effort. In terms of resuming activity, again, it's a little bit patient dependent and it's a little bit surgeon dependent, but in general, I think most people recommend that it's going to be about 4 weeks till your follow-up visit, and you shouldn't probably lift anything heavier than a milk carton at that time. You can shower, however, don't take any baths, don't put anything funky on your wound, just treat it just like a cut on your arm. Just soap and water, take a shower, and then at your follow-up appointment, that's the time to let them know, are you requiring a lot of pain medicine? Because if you're still on pain medicine, we recommend that you not drive, mostly for safety out of other people, because if you go to hit the brake and you have some pain, you may hesitate and then you could get into a wreck. Also, if you're still on pain medicine and you get pulled over, you could end up in some trouble with the laws. It could be equivalent to a DUI. In terms of working, it sort of depends on the type of work that you do. If you do a lot of heavy lifting, then we'll probably hold you out a little bit longer. If you work mostly at a desk or have minor physical activity with your job, you can probably go back to work a little bit sooner. Again, that's going to depend a little bit upon you. And then same thing with sexual intercourse. That's a frequently asked question. And again, it's really how you're up to it, or how soon you feel up to it from a physical standpoint. However, we will recommend that you don't put any extra pressure, and we'll teach you all kinds of sternal precautions while you're in the hospital related to all physical activity. But you'll just have to take it easy and see what your body will and won't let you do. But most people, by the time they hit 6 to 8 weeks, have resumed complete normal activity. I hope that answers your question. Feel free to email me directly if there's any follow-up questions you'd like answered, or feel free to contact any of my colleagues here on the Open Clinic. Everyone here is excellent. Thanks very much, and good luck with your operation.